TED speakers aren't naturally gifted storytellers. They're running a very simple 3-part storytelling framework, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. I'm going to break down the exact 3 pillars that are used in every successful TED Talk, with real-world examples so you can tell killer stories, speak clearly, confidently, and earn trust fast. Alright, let's dissect these pillars. So when Carmine Gallo dissected the top-performing TED Talks of all time, he uncovered something beautifully simple but highly effective. Every talk captivates the audience in the same repeatable way. And once you understand this and start seeing this, you'll see the patterns everywhere, I promise you. Let's jump into pillar number 1. Pillar number 1 is emotional. It's how you make people feel. Emotion is the entry point to attention. When Brené Brown delivered her amazing talk on vulnerability, now with over 25 million views, she didn't start with theory. She opened with a very raw and personal story about her life. Why? Because humans connect with other humans, not with concepts. TED speakers consistently do these 3 things. 1. They share vulnerable and personal stories. 2. They speak with passion and enthusiasm. And 3. They use conversational language and not formal jargon. As Gallo says, if you can't inspire yourself, you can't inspire your audience. But emotion alone is never enough. TED Talks don't just move you, they teach you something new. And that's where the next pillar comes in. Pillar number 2, novel. Give the audience a fresh lens, a fresh perspective. Now, TED Talks feel exciting because they teach the audience new insights or a new perspective, or surprising reframes. Take Amy Cuddy's power posing talk, one of the most viewed of all time. She introduced a totally counterintuitive idea. She said that body language doesn't just influence how others see us, it influences how we feel about ourselves. Now, that surprising retake is why the message spread so globally. Gallo found that TED speakers keep their ideas novel by doing 3 simple things. 1. They break patterns. 2. They use analogies, metaphors, and reframes. And number 3. They present surprising facts or new research. Novelty really is the difference between interesting and unforgettable. But novelty fades unless you lock it in with the 3rd pillar. Pillar number 3 is memorable. Make your message stick. Now, memory is built through simplicity and vivid experiences. In fact, the most memorable TED Talks use concrete visual moments. Think about Hans Rosling, the famous Swedish statistician. Instead of using boring spreadsheets, he used giant bubbles to animate global health data. Or Simon Sinek's speech, start with why. He draws a simple golden circle on a flip chart. One idea, one moment, infinite clarity. Gallo notes 3 stickiness tactics here in every TED Talk. 1. Use a simple structure, including the rule of 3. 2. Use visuals very intentionally. And 3. Include one jaw-dropping moment. So let's bring it all together with a hybrid example. Let's look at Brené Brown's talk through the 3 pillars. Starting with emotional, she brings in emotion straight away and uses a very personal story on vulnerability. And her honesty disarms the audience. And she then brings in the novel aspect. She reframes vulnerability not as a weakness, but as the birthplace of joy and connection. A surprising twist that completely reframes the concept. Lastly, she then adds something very memorable. Her phrase that became famous, "You can't selectively numb emotion." It's simple, it's rhythmic, and it's universally relatable. This is exactly what Gallo describes. And the same is true for Simon Sinek, Hans Rosling, Amy Cuddy, and so many more. So how do you apply all this to your own communication style? Well, this is how. Okay, let's recap Gallo's 3 pillars of TED-level storytelling and see what they look like in action. Number 1, emotional. Make people feel. Think stories, vulnerability, and energy. 3 incredible examples are, number 1, Brené Brown. She didn't just teach vulnerability, she modeled it and opened with the research that completely changed her life. Or Amy Cuddy, she shared her car accident trauma and the identity crisis that followed and how it completely changed her life. Or Jill Bolt Taylor, she walked the audience through her stroke in real time, turning neuroscience into a totally emotional journey. See, many speakers try to sound smart, but TED speakers make you feel something. That feeling keeps you watching. If your message doesn't make people feel something, they're not going to watch till the end. And that's where pillar 2 comes in. Pillar 2 is novel, to teach something new. Think pattern breaking, reframes, or surprising insights. Great examples are Simon Sinek. He totally flipped communication on his head. Start with why, he said. And this simple phrase turned into a global movement. Or Hans Rosling turned simple data, ugly data, into something pretty and beautiful and showed people the world was not as bleak as people think. Lastly, Dan Pink. He proved incentives could actually hurt performance. A totally counterintuitive twist. See, most presentations share information. TED Talks deliver surprises, and that awards the speaker with attention and focus. This leads us to pillar number 3, which is absolutely crucial if you want to talk like TED. Pillar number 3 is memorable. Make it stick. Use visual storytelling, Keep it simple and add in a wow moment if you can. 3 amazing examples are Bill Gates. He let mosquitoes go, a whole bunch of mosquitoes go in the audience, turning a statistic into a truly unforgettable moment. Secondly, Jamie Oliver. Oliver poured a massive pile of sugar on stage to prove his point. Or lastly, Hans Rosling completely swallowed a human sword just to prove human capability. See, most speakers try to add complexity. TED speakers remove it, leaving the audience with one simple, unforgettable image. Remember, if your talk is hard to remember, it's easy to ignore. Once you learn these 3 pillars and you build your communication on it, your speech will become unforgettable. And if you want to give yourself of a TED-like delivery, check out this video where I run through some killer vocal exercises. Not only does it help you sound better, but it helps you feel better too. Thanks for watching.